Hey guys, Colbert here. Welcome back to Watchers of Realms. We have a special guest today, the one only Hell Hades. Welcome, man. Welcome to the
Thank you so
channel.
much. First time on this channel with you. How you doing, man?
Yeah, we've done collabs in the past on Raid, but now since he's into the Watcher of Realms, he's made his own channel as well. He's been making daily videos, I think, and
Yeah.
he's been loving the game. I thought I'll bring him over and took a few tips that can help him out, as well as I want to hear all about your own maybe mistakes or things that you've discovered maybe too late, in a sense that if you just knew about them a day earlier, it would save you some of the headache of just these mistakes we always do when playing these new games.
Yeah, for sure. I've got to say, like, I've been loving the game. Firstly, like, it's been a nice like breath of fresh air. I mean, I definitely I did a kind of like top mistakes that I felt like I'd made, or some of the community kind of like chipped in as well. But there's definitely some stuff here which is very different from games that I've played in the past. Yeah, it took me ages to kind of cotton on to the fact that the marketplace is actually brilliant in this game. I was just
Yeah,
kind of like, I was almost avoiding it, thinking, it's just going to be trash. Unusable heroes and unusable gear and expensive and that type of thing. But it's like literally now I refresh it as many times as I can until it starts costing diamonds, and
yeah.
I find myself buying a lot of it. There's a lot of good stuff in there which pops up. So yeah, that's definitely one that I kind of like would call out on myself. I
Yeah,
guess there's
I
sorry, go
guess I
on.
can add on top of that just to give you an idea of, like, even on my account you can see I've already bought all my all these heroes because I need them for the well, it's the leveling up event that goes on right now, which is huge for rewards. And I
I
also
see
buy
you
the
even
the
buy
auto
the
fight.
grey champions, do you? Buy the grey ones as well.
Yeah, I buy everything. I buy everything because I just need lots of these to make a 6-star hero.
Yeah,
So I just can't farm the XP dungeon over and over to get you get them from there. But
sure.
yeah, I buy everything. And if you're okay with your gold, you can actually buy them and go fine. I would also call out, maybe you see the gear already here.
Yeah.
Do you see mythic gear yet on your account or not? Not yet.
No, I do see legendary sometimes, but
Yeah.
it was
So
one of the things I really liked about the market is it levels up as you level up, which is cool.
yeah, that's what I wanted to call about. It's like you'll see the gear here. It's not always worth buying the gear because sometimes it's gonna be on discount as well. So it's way more worth it. But this is good when you get to know the sets a little bit better and you're looking for a specific set and you want to say, okay, I'll risk it. I'll buy it for this 46k as an example. And
Yeah,
because I do like the set bonus that this gives, and instead of just farming it and spending, let's say, 100 or 200 energy, you just buy it for 40k, and then maybe the substats and the primary is worth it. So
yeah,
that's
you just like running your luck. Yeah.
yeah, it's a way to get a guaranteed, gambling. You still gambling for
Yeah, yeah.
the
Do you pick
properties
up
of
all
the.
the insignias that are up for gold as well?
No, I don't buy these for gold. I buy maybe the rare ones
Yeah,
for just a low amount of gold. I buy the rare ones. I used to buy like the epic ones the first week I think I was playing. I was buying
sure.
the epic ones. I'm not sure if legendary ones ever popped up. Probably have, but
Oh, they do for
I
sure. Yeah.
stopped. I stopped after a while because gold is very very difficult to acquire in this game, and it's like one of the tips I wanted to give out. It's you probably got it already that gold is so hard to get and it's very
Yeah.
easy to spend. Very easy to spend it on
Well,
upgrades.
I'm in a weird spot right now because I have not. I'm literally just getting into the place where I'm farming mythical gear for the first time.
Right.
And up to now, because I've only been able to level stuff to level 12 maximum, I've kind of
Okay.
been like
Just
sitting
lots
around
of gold.
for like 4 to 5 million gold consistently. Happy to level stuff to level 8 without any real problems.
Yeah,
But I guess
it's
I'm
the
coming into the
first
position now where
week.
you're like, watch out.
Yeah,
Um,
so you don't know this. I didn't know this also because I didn't play the game when it globally launched, but they had a huge event when it globally launched, and basically every player had about 20 to 50 million gold through that event as a global launch
wow.
event. Yeah, and everybody was just happy upgrading their items like crazy. And then
Yeah.
things started to get rough as that gold went down and down, and people started complaining, and the developers eventually said that they'll work on getting the gold to be at a better position instead of being the bottleneck in this game. So
I mean, do you actually farm the gold,
um
levels?
I used to farm them a lot. And spend lots of energy, but it's a very high cost, like 26 for 31,000. Then you get double that when you use the gold boost, which you can only use once per week. You get 62,000, which is okay. Like it's 10 runs to maybe get an item to 16, so it's all right. But I've found that probably if you want to be the most efficient as possible in terms of end game, you farm gear, right?
Okay.
And you sell the gear. You are very strict with the gear that you sell, because you're looking for specific substats and stuff, and you're not upgrading everything like crazy. So you just sell the gear, which sells for very low amounts, like 5,000 for a mythical piece.
What was it?
Yeah, it's very low. Like if I went to sell this item, it would be 5k, which is very low, but it's still something. And you get some gold from just the run itself. So if I do like 100 runs of a gear dungeon, I'll get like 1,000,000 gold. So I do those over and over, try to get to that next break point of stats. The grind and raid, it's very similar here, but it's even harder here, because the stat that you need to get to, let's say, 100% crit, it's way more difficult with 5 items, comparing it to raid where you had 6 items, and then you also had amulets and rings, and basically much easier in raid than here to get big stats. So with what you said, I wanted to give you also another tip. I'm not sure if you've found yourself in that sort of difficult situation, but the XP raid and the gold raid, you've got the goblins, right? Stage 7 should be easy. I don't know if you've done this yet. Stage 7 should be easy, like 120,000 battle power is the requirement there, but stage 8 jumps up to 615,000, right? So it's almost 6 times as hard to beat this one. I still find difficulties myself. I barely clear it with 5 seconds left. And what I wanted to give as a tip in these kind of runs, when you're doing either the XP one or the gold one, is that the auto fight that you see here, even if you think it's gonna be a good run and you cleared it once, you say, okay, I cleared it with 100% completion. When you do repeat the auto fight again, it might not be 100%.
I've seen that, and I've seen it, and I'm like, I'm sure I cleared it 100%. And then, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so the way that the game works is that I think it basically records when you time in your heroes, when you drop them down, and then when you do your ultimates, it just has that.
But it's still the RNG of where they're going to walk and stuff.
It's where they're going to walk. If you don't have 100% crit, you're not going to crit, and then that might not kill that one enemy, so it's going to walk off, and you might finish the run and not be at 100%. So I had this happen so many times, and it's just a headache, because you think, oh, I had this. I swear I had this. And you're not losing much, if we're being fair. We're not losing much in terms of resources, but you're still losing something. So if you want to be perfect with the run, you got to make sure that everything is right. You are a little bit overpowered for the stage, and you get it done.
So I was going to ask then, because actually I thought I was farming the highest level, but I'm seeing now that I'm not. So is this in expert stage 8 where you're getting this experience? Because I went through the normal game mode, got to stage 8, and I was like, cool, I've got to the point where I can now start farming experience at a good level. But I'm assuming then that
on normal, you'll see it on stage 8 that a new part here pops out where you gotta beat the XP dungeon 9-8. I think this is on normal. It shows on normal.
But so my challenge to that is 120k.
Yeah, that's chapter 8. Yeah, it's chapter 8.
So it's chapter 8 rather than the level. Right, I got it. Okay, so I've not been farming then the highest stage, and I thought I was. So I guess
you're not gonna be able to farm it. It's gonna be very difficult to beat it. Like, I still haven't completed the campaign because that stage is nuts. And I just need to put time, I guess, to try it out. But it gets very difficult. And you know, these small tips, when both the gold, the XP one, I'm okay losing some, but the gold feels that I need so much that I don't want to miss even like 1%. So that's what I wanted to give as a tip. And if you have like a good team going, and you start an auto fight but you see it failing, just stop all your auto fights and start them over again. Because if you, let's say, start 50 fights, all right, you start 50 fights and you see that one fight at the beginning fail and be at 99%, all of the fights will be that fight exactly.
Like, oh really? Right,
they are all going to be 99%. But if you start it over again, and you see the first fight be 100%, then all your remaining fights will be 100%. It's just a copy of that. But yeah, that's how it works. I've noticed
I will say as well,
least,
like very early on, when I got to a point where I was like, I've got stamina, I don't just want to like leave it topping over, and I wanted to do some auto stuff because I was just busy. So I was just like autoing the experience raid without even having my experience boost on as well, which was probably one of the worst things to do, because obviously you get double the experience.
And it's easier to get the XP boost, if we're being fair. You can get them from the arena shop, I think. And I think the Pantheon, as you're developing that as well. So that's a pretty good way. Another big thing I wanted to give as a tip is guild coins. You gotta start saving those up, because they're gonna introduce clan v clan soon, and I think it's gonna be mid-October when they do that. And the coins,
saw that.
The guild coins that you get every day from just doing the daily 3 quests, I think there's in the guild, those give you some nice rewards once the clan v clan opens up. And it's like some of the heroes that you drop down. I don't have much experience with the clan v clan. I played it a little bit on the test server. I've seen it. So there's some heroes that you can actually buy from there. So just save up your guild coins. I would give it as like a tip, and just only buy the summons, which I do, and maybe the gold bonus if you really are low in gold and you want to farm that.
So you find with buying the summons, you're still overflowing, are you? I see you've got like 3k there.
Because I've been saving. Ever since I read about this tip, I've been saving and not buying anything that might, you know, lower my guild coins, because I just buy the summons and store everything else until the clan comes out and I have a clear choice. But maybe when guild level 6 pops up, I might start buying the legendary skill crystals, because these are so hard to get. It's like legendary books in raid, so it's very hard to get them. And whenever I have the opportunity to get one, I'll get it, because I don't want to be buying them. They're very expensive in the real money shop. and just like as a final tip, I would say it's something that I didn't realize, because you get showered with rewards at the start when you first play the game, and with Tide as well, for skills, for upgrading your skills on epics. You might think you're gonna have a lot of these epic skill crystals. I find myself running very low very quickly, and I didn't think this would happen. Because I had many at the start, and that didn't really bother me. I was low on epic skill dust for some reason, but then these become way more scarce, and you gotta be very careful when using them. And you gotta, you know, again, when the opportunity arises, pick those up, because you're gonna need them. And there's very strong epics in the game that work very well with these.
I mean, like how many epics do you think you've managed to like fully skill up?
Fully skilled up, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 fully skilled up, and I've been playing for almost 2 months now. So you still have to make the right decisions. I can skill up some more if I wanted to, but I'm just saving these because I have some of the epics in mind that I might need to use for, let's say, the guild boss, like this guy right here, Komodo. I was thinking of a team that I could try out, maybe showcase. He's I think he's a fusion hero, and because he has a bleed skill, that's very strong on the guild boss. You can try things out and can help a lot with damage dealt. So lots of good epics in this game, which is part of the video we did over on your channel. So guys, if you're watching and you haven't seen Hell Hades' channel as well, I'll have a link down below for both our collab and his channel, so you can definitely check it out. Hades, if you don't have any tips for our viewers, I think we're gonna call this one as the tips video for the day. I hope
Awesome.
everybody loved it. I hope you found some helpful tips. If you didn't and you know some more, please leave them down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Eddies. And
Thanks,
we'll see
man.
you in the next video. See ya.